Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at a problem that has us evaluate some algebraic expressions, right? So this is going to be a problem I'm pulling from CPM, and it is CPM's Course 2, Section 6.1.4, specifically number 6-44. So it says evaluate the expressions below using x equals -2, y equals -5, and z equals 3. So these are my values for those variables. So each of these are different expressions, and those expressions, like for example, this one, x, y, z, what does that mean? That means x times y times z. When you have variables next to each other, it's multiplication between them. So it wants me to evaluate this expression, basically plug in these numbers, these values that are being represented by those variables, and do the math. So instead of x, it's x equals -2. So I'm going to say -2 times, instead of y is -5. So it's -2 times -5 times, and z is 3. So I just have a multiplication, a string of multiplication here. So -2 times -5 is +10, right? And then 10 times 3 is equal to 30. So there's my answer for A, given those values of the variables. So I do the same thing for each one. So B, this is my expression, 3 times this quantity of x plus y. Well, x now is -2 and y is -5. So I'm plugging that -2 and the -5 in each of the x and the y. And then when we do order of operations, it says to do what's inside the parentheses first is addition. So I got to do what's inside the parentheses. So it's going to become a -2 plus a -5 is a -7. Now I multiply, and when you have a number out front of parentheses, it's multiplication. So 3 times -7 is -21. So there's my answer for B. C? So for C, I'm going to rewrite that. It's a little small. It's z plus 2 all divided by y plus 1. So it's the z plus 2 all divided by, that's what when you have that fraction bar, it's division, all divided by y plus 1. So I'm going to put in, let's see, I've got, the z is 3. So this becomes 3 plus 2 all divided by, my y is -5, then plus 1. So the math here, first of all, we're going to, before we do division, we've got to take care of and get one number up here. We can't divide. Well, we could divide it individually, but it's a little bit messier. So we're going to just go ahead and do the addition first. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So this now becomes 5 divided by -5 plus 1. And 5 divided by -5, well, that's -1. And so -1 plus 1 is 0. So my answer for C is 0 based on that mathematics. Okay.